wo mu kebalti season 2 of Tonyaa Kesso execute luntan sifa belbe tarlale nyim bantaba nyim bembato ka fo me Tonyaa Kesso Alhaji Muhammad aya teda men jela kadiya sponsored by Seaview Hotel bar jomal ba ko ma pour ka sembentuya wolom gangoti Gambia bele dabe nyim programme ote a mutanfe nga mutefe nga nyoya nyola season 2 of Tonyaa Kesso execute ni nambe dula le mealon ka foka nene man soto nyim banko ka ni nyim programme o ye dang anin saya le kanyante Tonyaa Kesso adabe mutala lunjomalla on this 8th of February from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. akana mo dang katung naye dang wallahi bekala lakira fure wolti doro nimi soni moneo gam gole ba koma mandin kol ko ni amoy kamoto lati e salon dindingo do bar furduk wo mu kebalti season 2 of Tonyaa Kesso execute luntan sifa belbe tarlale nyim bantaba nyim bembato ka fo me Tonyaa Kesso Alhaji Muhammad aya teda men jela kadiya sponsored by Seaview Hotel bar jomal ba ko ma pour ka sembentuya wolom gangoti Gambia bele dabe nyim programme ote a mutanfe nga mutefe nga nyoya nyola season 2 of Tonyaa Kesso execute ni nambe dula le mealon ka foka nene man soto nyim banko ka ni nyim programme o ye dang anin saya le kanyante Tonyaa Kesso adabe mutala lunjomalla on this 8th of February from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. akana mo dang katung naye dang wallahi bekala lakira fure wolti doro nimi soni moneo
Downfall comes from a sense of patriotism and also wanting to see this country, this beautiful country, on the global stage, competing and also collaborating with the rest of the world.
wolom toñati badiŋo be dawadanding Tonyaa Kesso season 2 episode 3 being veteran dola soto jang me alan ka ko social media activities jamaya ni wol lombari karanna ba ala karon ken nusrat bira bota je tata GRTS akata veterano fananti woto akata mansal fon la kanu dingoti men kata Ahmad Gitteh man so man sanate ka kanule mo ala men kaya safo no fana mbota je atata Canada ay karan kije man Gambia malundi ama fam malundi ama wululal na dingol na musu malundi ay kututeje fana fo bi ala nata da suman politiko fana kono men kata NPP birabe wulula ma fo biri kata muso nyim fam futu hana tara mantar woto bar birin wuluwo be kelaw timmutalala fana bol kono woto mba fola Ahmad Gitteh ko bismillah Tonyaa Kesso and then janni o fanan Tonyaa Kesso kabo ñin sunkaro kono la 10 to 11 la bakar play la kabo ñin sibitola talantan kata talantan nin killing sponsors are invited our brother Mr. Lee Musa we are telling you are welcome on board Mr. Gitteh welcome
abaraka auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim bismillahir rahmanir rahim alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mbe jiberlal be kontonna ibe dawda dunia bari mbe Alhaji Muhammad kontonna the war veteran
of the republic
nkae Sierra Leone general retired general ngalo nyine be kala ndela signa fula nyawdi Tonyaa Kesso nene ngaso le shortly kabring presidential election o tambita alhamdulillah wo bengo diata baake ngo remember hani sign nkontanda baake ka najan kodike bi sibito ning ite Alhaji Muhammad kacha koteke
wolom toñati Gitteh mune Sing County in Satoko katu mol famate la bari nate jatukum
ha adu ngamera mol ka koma ka fenkel bari mbuka fama jang nata jang 2024 nata Gambia twice wolon serun sawo February mbijang 2024 May karo fananko kada for June mbijang so ni kabo June kana saying is roughly about 6-7 months mfela jang ko rek yalonte coming Gambia mum be yalti banku dima banku kallanke bari na wulula bijang mbama alhamdulillah rabbil alamin mbukalaf ka famal yo baadiŋol fanal bijan terol bijang nkatra politiko fana kono yo mbukalaf ka faman na banko la so nana kana na wulula jibe Gambia fana nyinanne mu ay sanji taworo soto wo hani Gambia Gambia's 60th independence 60th year anniversary so wo fana mu fennati mi alon ko buñata ma lafta ka mabe ni ajibe OIC keta ñilmu ñontangol leti bankola tarikol kono so ka mabe wolto ning alen sima ya nga sanji keme so don safo mole ko kabirin OIC follow keta na banko kan dol bijanne adum fana Gambia la sanji taworo juro mbeoto fana mabe tawtole so ñille keta dalilo of course nata non
mol yenyi membe fo to nyalam ni activity be ngalo ne man ko nje bari aning alla kula benta kiyang kono katum nyinang fang kiyam fang be daraja mbake momonde masembe ni dunda Google fang ni Gambia ma kiyan ni masembe la ka finti so ñu wati tinala ko interest babe nunje political party flatema bukola natar kela bundalong abukola ni ko Arnold Schwarzenegger ni commando ni e bendi bunkile bunda sore alon tura fulo luka kun sansankile ngaje sembola faje bari we love the question follow men ni kala ka dum bi political ko ne manke dindinde what is so special about Kiang and Masembe in connection to this councillors by councillors
yalan politician anin politiko abekole ko chako prostitute chaka yo ngafo chakaya okay let's take yours yes. Wasotije wala ala nyasila na bala kolbe nyami abuka wasa ala batoto yo bitun politiko kono momo be politiko kono ite kala file yemo be soto Masembe of course je kumayata ni ajibe karadola is ordinary but coming kolbe nyame wolom nyinti NPP ni entola politiko jibe yenna record jibe in Lower River region wolomu Mansa Konkola kumanda mara bankoto ni UDP kadunyola je
je kadula
je kadu je mudulata mi alon ko ni kadu nyola je amanke ko itolle tamu jetide because record sol be nyamen presidential election the whole of LRR ne jara saboni kian sabola nyoka ndolle e bute ne jara dadundi je presidential election yo ne parliamentary fanan jibe in terms of nanata number of seats lan dolle bute won dol nga jara sabotale kian sabonga killing out so ndolbe nani député nani itolbe député fula of course na député do ibafula ko is an independent candidate wala mu kian central independent candidate o lota NPP député lom comme ñoo sabanne dunte tema so independent candidate o bota mata so atara lo afamwe anata na gagné bar NPP dingolom so wala karola yes yo kian ni ya dandi kianda male elara ye jara bondije itolle sembo sodon doldi
kiang as kiang
yes because coming after nyame parliamentary election ye fulala ganyen dol killing so siadandile bari ni nata local level coming council or ward election ola kiang sirang woro le bije councilol ha yo local government election follow min keda ntol nga kiliwin kiang east nga kiliwin kiang central nga kiliwin kiang west saba ifanali ye kiliwin kiang east ye kiliwin kiang central ye kiliwin kiang west so local ward level ntada so mol camera nyama teo nyama yembe wolto so alatalla nata ke e tolla sabanjao mimbe siring woto mimu masembe woti kiang east o banta kiang is kayaf lo mani masembe wot kayaf ntolle tamu wototi ntolle nga kayaf la wod nying ta ntolle la council be siri wot masembe mu tolle tata honorable nying nata bang palaso nying kensa yata so saying so saying lafta pour ke bute dal lafta nga taibul
mun altel jikindi ko ndela tamu jatti meta janne ndella kordamu jatti baratel mun jikile atel mal ko diaku ya moli halbe bondi laje al sambata no mun
amen comme manke diaku ya de comme nga fo nyame politicien no buka wasa ya on san ntol mu parti yolo mi alon ko lafta la kanyem banko mara fo sanji keme ni lafta la mol min nu balantema ikate normal wati ikate normal ibuka fasila so palaso nyin siraw nyin in terms of nanata number of votes mimbe odula adoya battle haninta la kiti sate damma ntol le siada ma sembe bet twice kitinta la sate kiti because we have over almost 4,000 votes kiti
4,000
sate damma
sate la total votes
total registered I think is a little over 2,000
total
bari number of
but
people
it became so important to you people, to the extent that the ministers were there, directors were there, you know, deputy speaker was there, you know, party strong militants were there, even the youth advisor to the president was there. So, it's sometimes politics, I believe, is not about the numbers, it's about the importance. So, don't you think this will be a reflection of the 2026 election?
Not necessarily. Coming out for Nyame, lafta jelale bari mol yalo ne tolle tamu jeti UDP le tamu wototi itolle je mara itolle la palaso mu wototi hani ya jamme jamano woto ntenga minu remember nga minu recollect ma sembe mu UDP la palace kuma balti ya understand so ndo lafta jela nin kelo be caring dami yalon ko enemy sembo wataje nyimmanke enemy titi botonka example on ka misalo le di enemy sembo yalon ko enemy la stronghold be daming in a battle you deploy your best ila heavy weapons il ijikita kidol minna anila inila frontline commanders min yalon ko nyil mo kelela jadol le di ko le kije because yalon ko nyimudlalti dami yalon ka kole a battle yo nga kele bari belief taminna amanke ko manya na jewi nano comme maybe na messaging aning the type of force nga min fana kije maybe
does it worth it?
Well, it is worth it.
It is worth it.
Nia osira onsoda is very symbolic nga mfamani mfadingolu ngebute dami alongo is their stronghold. Psychologically that is good for you because kelobe manke buloti anin singo kelo do mu psychology the wala atina itoli in psychology attach ka foko this is a reflection of 2026 tol man so wala problem about daming is core LRRB for example is a little over 50,000 votes nyimma sembe ward natuma nuka keta jimarale a ward in Jimara URR by election o keta wolto motita campaign wala fang maybe mbe alaj saibo tunkara mbole kila wallang Dusano probably because he bota basele wala Haji Baniko mo kilindo mbole kila Jimara because yalo neko a ward in Jimara a ward in Sandu UDP te famo batandila wala natu manunko by election obe olto because you know what happens nitata URR
But
this is our stronghold.
Yes.
There are places in Nyalonko, we have about 3,500 votes. UDP, Ntolka 3,000 soto, 3,500, UDP ka 20, 30 votes soto. So ning ayatuma nunko nyimu URR rete wala parts of CRR wala ndola stronghold, it's going to be different.
But
So no amanke siloti it coming isitano jele but in tolte worila because there is no way they will even think ko be ganyela nka ole fo so ni ko be nyin kala reflection of 2026 be ronna bakel ndola stronghold ni election o jibe presidential inata ye local government jibe inata council o jibe URR total number of votes you have over 130,000 votes. LRRB, a little over 50. LRRB, Mafo Kiande, LRRB, Jara Saba, and in Kian Saba. It's a little over 50,000 votes. URRB is 130 something thousand votes. Let's say ko UDP LRR from beta. That election LRRB, yeah, based on 100%. Until we won almost over 80% of seats in URR. Almost 80% of the seats.
That's the past election.
Presidential, local government chairman of area council.
Okay, past elections.
Okay, past elections.
Yes.
Okay, past elections.
Yes.
So ibajela ko ning even UDP the whole of LRR ta ntolla base is twice. So ntolba double lale. In just base damma. So ni ko be nyilla ma sembe word kilew ni alon ko is 1,800 votes e ko be o tala e be o kala reflection of 2060 e be problem o sotola in fact in ma sembe ntol we have a very big gain
Ale big game la sort.
Gain yes na support has increased
In Masembe.
because ni ajibe nga fenke jalas we have now 513 votes.
513 votes.
Yes, we have 513 votes. Adum fanale dulal soto ma assemble kabada la udula dame alonko almost cartel min fighter total number of votes minus cast was 216. UDP 5 less or we have 216
because Kodol Bijanka in case Safi Mulunkela in case so many more of an
yes.
So that's fine. But Masembe is a question that la back. Dol bije ko fo alla modol sasata mune o sawdu.
Well, I mean, mam la sasalong again political benyamin. I'm sure ko namolu including myself, maybe we went with a lot of confidence. President Adama Barrow atata jele after the fenkolu I development ol sambaje be silo dada kanne be electricity be sate ol nyiltolon kada sate ol minto for the first time Barrow electricity sambaje ndela fahamunoto politics is about give and take. It's interest.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Kabrin 1965
before we proceed and then be able to because politics is give and take. So Jamaye you believe sort of President Barrow election o nyatilindi development o nyatilindi kianne nyin kamala si kian lengul sang. But even though development ol many alebe ke kanje nyawnya kian still ye bang President Barrow nala moltole.
Okay, so ke sang ndemam believe sandiron thing. Yalon political form bebe nyame Mohammed.
But you said it's give and take.
Yeah, among woman ke sandirot. Coming nga adina nga adila.
Okay.
Political form be mol. Mol ke la kodo lanyo kan tax. Ye la fem be lanyo kan. Eko okay ndolu lafta le mole mara manza kundale mara. Bare lafta silo le dada, loptano lielo seno bunda yirwa tanko fanna betea domoro da betea mole baluku yajal so moli la kafo law that is political parties ni law ibeni lahidol kanal kam mo bukana de ka jomba tandan ko sa ko al carte o fayne babay abuko a kanala fale ntede ntela kafo mu nyinete nali ntela ftale carte o fayne nale carte o fanya nale mansaya dintela wala le banko la sembo karfantema mbe nyinni na kelale lahido bol nyam mol lata minula yela moy mol bela ilata minna control de nyinne la kumo yen tolu coming I am convinced ye mansa kunda di wala kodi baro kabra election kabra campaign akon aladin na nale man sakunda din mbe silol dadala mbe electricity sambala nan mbe agriculture improve la mbe security fenkela coming normal fenkol Kiang is part of Gambia amanke ko Kiang be man carte o fay mole carte o fay la comme UDP win daje but Kiang fana NPP fana vote sol soto je ya wala sal bari again ibe development o sambala na ni aje man carte o fay nte ya fa UDP I believe tanyina ko nyin development ol min ay be ka fo be courant sambala nan be silo sam because that is a common denominator for all the parties party o party na de kan ibe silo folele ibe courant folele ibe jio folele ibe seno fole parti o bele bo fole iba sambala na nyame aseke wole difference ibe mu kiline so sai kiyamma sembe wallata ko UDP le se courant sambana itolye itollata wolle la lahi dola ilata ko UDP le se silo sambana itolye itollata wolla hidol bar kabirin baronata baro ya dila le kawla nyini UDP bul kodi sai ni okeda this is called developmental politics in you know tubabu in politics is developmental politics ya fam so the thing is ntolla miroto Gambia has reached a level me alon ko mol karantale sign so mol kamin jawolo ha nene roti je wala na ko nin kombe nale carte fanya alkal sulata silola nyanta dilala nimma dialla mbe problème o sotola that is what we believe as an NPP government so kiankolu isulata silola fayman sula isulata jiola fayman sula jio isulata courant la fayman sula
ale nyimbe dila
non nka fol am futa auto folo isulata nyimbela president baro e silo sambaje dula jamal leto dula dola loptano sambaje kian jale nyol ite iyo kalamdal kabin atada wo inauguration la tare loptano badibu salkenye kian jali kata Mankamankunda and you know some parts of URR. Yo kalamdal. So yes, I Kurang Sambaje for the first time since 1965.
Kia Mankurang.
Mafa Bay, but most of the places in Kamil for Mankurang, including Jomar, Koliyor Nyolu, kata many other areas, Kabadala or Sateri. So Baroe Kurang Sambaje. So Ndolunga Miralo Ko. Nyilu kabirin jawara nata imam Quran so ya jamme nata imam Quran so nindol nga Quran sama the belief is ilafta wala la wo la development o la nyantolem
nengo dila mbe carte
so dila maybe isa fo on sulata nyinna le sanji talulu mbe taxo jola mbe namo jola bari mansal man hati ni nyen hati woto ka minyini
as anga soto sa
ba soto kan sai bari of course that confidence woji ko ben tole ko because of that Zenyil soto non bar ku fula ñam funding ke min fana ya londi mol ya jay baake la bro na lamin jaaju na candidate ay kata ko ke musoli ay kata ko ke funding ke woli je so believe ta ko maybe nyanta gagnelal bar bitum ya lon ne do i fangol ko di ayo jannon kiyandi e ko jannon kiyandi. So this tells you ko
so
still now there are communities
there are
no nenerinte is nenero
is the reality
il after courant wala mo baka jumala ka carte fay dunia kono pour i kana courant samana
no il after wala
come on that is what I'm telling you ye tax jola adum kiang alfa lumbatu kabirin ila mama jifaro nyol jamano wallahi mansabe o banko kan alfa kende be kiang aka duwa nyinela alama ale na society alama ale yirwa alama ale silo sambana njang alama ale courant sambana njang alama ale yirwa ni nyato ta sambana njang nyato tate keri min kumata silo ni courant wote keri in the 24th century so ningo sambana njang wote nener
jikife where do you have to correct as a political party moving forward
puru kiamba
nying katale londi bati ko pala so bukan na mole carte fay moy okay ye men claim ko comme ale courant men samba jani kudol o fana matin na moy carte di modol kiang at least for Masembe ward yes and then kafo ko ngam minister kidulato nga mo bondi fo Saudi Arabia ay nata campagnola ngam mol bondi fo Canada kata campagnola o matin na moy win sa yemuna karanyen kon
again back to what I am telling you so there are a lot of factors dalila jamale be akuo kono, for example. And some of them are internal, perhaps, for NPP. We have to go to the drawing board and look at some stuff. Probably, Kiankolu, ilafta mol minye diamuye, aseke olman diamuye. Ilafta mol miye kampenyo nyatonkaya, aseke olmake. Wala ilafta message sifa minna puru ngafwe, aseke nontol mao message yo maol kiye. Probably. These are possibilities. But the underlying factor is Kiang is a very strong, especially Masembe is a very strong, very strong constituency for the United Democratic Party. Adu Muhammad woman kenene majiti. Nina tantola Canada ntebota dame. Politiko kono. There is a province, ikafoje Albata province. Jele Tulosoto, oil bewolto, and a lot of minerals. Wolumu conservative solid, like true red heads, wolu buka falling. Conservatives. Wolu hani diamond sambaje. Wolmu conservative party let. Wol buka cartel fai liberal solia. Nitata to the United States, there are states coming Texas nyolu. Wolu wo state si falu. Wolmu Republican already. Wolu ite mira la kafoko Democrats will be win na jan. You understand? So there are blue states, there are red states. States all in the US mini alonko wolu. There is no talk ni karte fight a drone ibalon na ko. Democrats will be ganyala jang. There is no doubt. Jang Republican will be ganyala jang. But there are states mini alonko they swing. Isita wuleringo. So wobe dunia beldo Gambia wo sotol. You understand? Nita da URR jama ruling party ibuka bakot CRR nyola mom fair. LRR of course, you know, is divided again now for near LRR beta. Ntolle sembo wataje jara sabol bebe ntollebul. Kiang nibe nyo sabola and we penetrated because nganye da Kiang Central lengo foile. Sa Kiang fulale bebul. Out of the 3 Kiang. So we penetrated. Not a local level. Yel council or sabasor. So we are equal. From 0 to 3. So we are 50-50 now. So that means again.
Now, sign. Abuko President Edlado for Malafka Faniafo. Is it around that Kiang Jara? Ko polling station will be among winji.
I don't have the records.
Yes, but do you remember what I'm for that?
Well, I mean, eka video mean for probably ngajele. Yes, but
is it Kiang or Jara?
I think it would be Kiang. Yes. I think it's Kiang.
Kiang or Jara?
It's Kiang. So it's, these are predominantly UDP strongholds.
Okay, now moving forward, 2026 election, do you support Barrow's like presidency 2026? Do you?
So
in your own capacity.
So I go by NPPM info.
So, you as an individual.
But that's what I'm telling you. And I go by the party. Yalam party like a motombo. You understand? And NPP
so far.
But
so far. Okay.
So NPP as a party decides who they want as a flag bearer. You understand? For various reasons. Ninga mo tomboni silola through a democratic process. I don't have a problem with that. I have to follow suit. And this is the how do you call it? This is the principle. This is, in good faith. As a party
too young because now for your party so meaning we are expecting him to continue as the flag bearer for NPP.
Which
in your own capacity, do you support his presidency?
I support, of course.
And why?
I support.
Why do you support?
Why would I not support it?
Is a question.
I'm
have
saying,
any reason?
And of course, he's our president. Looking at the track records, I mean, we have the most tolerant leader of our time. This is one thing that we all joke about. Bari, kule mi alonko Gambia no moli alon ne mimbekeri. Ise kuo befo, bari mo be freedom o soto nyim banko kan
si ko be fo ko min kunya
mol yana mol ka kumo be laf ndete wol fola jang because mbe kala mo do kala mol ka min fo so isa be fo ni lafte fe be fo bari mol yalo ne ko breathing space to breathe ke niji our space create mol kanen janne be nyim banko kan e kabulale kanen nyim banko kan adi they are going scot free you understand moli e fangol soto ay mol bule bela do kuola no without interference
ya fam ko ay mol bule lay free to mu toñal but security ni man better
okay so it's relative nte as coming as a statistician nita na de konde security man better a banko kan iba fola nyele ikani mune compare ibuka fo dronko nyimman better there has to be comparison janni ka fo ko man betea ibani fenne misal so ngajibe Gambia security man betea against where because Senegal momin ka faaje bu ka fa Gambia jang
but Senegal la fana mo statistically you are a statistician
even with that Senegal la mo sia ndi womati
nim 14 million be banko kamba kachala nim 14 million be dame ete 2 million soto every day la mo fula be fala joma la fula mo
well but again Senegal la mo fula bu ka fa
no comme ka
nim Gambia la mo fula but it's not that is non-existent so don't bring that example
but what I'm saying you bring Senegal as an example
yes
by along coming banko fana population or mankanyang so okay nindo Gambia jang you said you are a statistician and that's why I even bring that question back to you you know you understand statistics and ngana ko tonya hakilo diatal but near compare by that it become mistakes sometimes
no so again I mean let me be very clear because mo jamala be nyin jibela adun nkumba sillanyolo mfadingol itolde mamoto fo dum fadingol wo sita jubal amari nkumba sillanyol you know them I'm not in any way saying security situation should be bad move
yes
banko kalo
you are in support of a strong security
kufula they are very important
yes
a state number one responsibility
of
a state is protection of life
and properties.
That is second. So, and that is pure security.
Yes.
You have to secure the lives and properties. Well, they are very important. Bari, molu coming for tighter record ol jibe Gambia Police Force ila crime unit. Follow journalist all. Yeta Gambia la yeta record jibe Gambia Police Force ya jibe kabirin baronata 2016 wala kabirin ya jamme bijan wala kabirin jawra bijan record sol be nyaadile ye o sambanam folo ngaaje ye na fonye ko security situation is worse today than before there are a lot of things that changed woka cool mafoko I'm not supporting or denying but I'm saying there is lack of evidence as far as I'm concerned kavoko security situation is much worse now mimu moy kuke bi wala ya jame jamano moy kuke the number of people mini alon ko be available din ka ko fintindi banko be alon is very limited
but mol ko fanan jamela jamano broad daylight am robbery nana ma
wo ka kele wote tonyati
ya jame
jamano am robali mol attack in Sierra several times there were several times yes wallahi ta police nyininka there are records of armed robbery
broad daylight
yes there are again now we will get to that too it may not be as frequent as on the barrow
yes.
and that again near security specialist on nyininka
yes.
iba fole dalilo mi anna ya sabu ya jame jamano ni arrest janni ke samba court ibe buute la fo la fle ni melo fay ibe falal so ya jame jamano human beings are very crooked we are very bad you are making this very interesting
yes
security wise ning adama diw ninde jite alon ko Alhaji Muhammad le tamu nyim botulote nyindomu Muhammad mbale tati nyim botul flow
yes
ninga Alhaji Muhammad la nyim botulo ninga nyinta Alhaji Muhammad akamo fala bem fala
Jalantiolo.
Abe hani jalantion den.
Comme
Na
sample
te
olam.
muta.
Ha.
Abe mbute la fala filam fala. Ada senso no murolam. Bari nga study nga long fanan ko ninga Muhammad Tata.
Abe ala
Na ya muta ani ata ala selaje. Barate be muta la ta endi police la ku. Yetani silola. Yembunya ye respect. Mbete la nyim filla je la ngata ala Muhammad Tano.
So don't you
Onda Yaya Jammeh mbatu. Onda Yaya Jammeh.
Wala be kere.
Onda Yaya Jammeh. The price for crime, consequences you have to pay for crime is very high. Very high, mbatu. It's very high. Under Barrow, it's not, because there is democracy. Ika mofa janne moli chika kuye samba police. Moli ya start lesa nkaje ni efenge ye moli bute ye lipa. Ya the state deal with you. Sign. Moli ke bute ni sunyaroke. Wala ni kuja oke. Moli ke mute ye lipa. But police will take ibulote malela. But under Yaya Jammeh,
the price for crime under Jammeh, your own words, was high. But under Barrow is very cheap.
Yeah, this is general.
That's what you are insinuating.
Yes, this is general. In fact, internationally, this is general. Under dictatorship, under autocratic rules, go to Rwanda, for example, under Paul Kagame, or go to Uganda under Yoweri Museveni. You understand? Yena yeta Tanzania. You understand? And yeta Senegal.
Ahmad Gitteh, I think a country does not have to be under a dictatorship for the price for crime to be expensive.
Okay. Maybe mantra understand.
No, I understand.
I understand.
No, I understand.
You see, I
understand.
You
said under
Jammeh. Understand.
No, I understand. I can explain.
Mbatu explain, honey.
Okay.
Ndeso. Isaje moli afaham kami. Nia yaje under Yaya Jammeh.
Yes.
Lua mimbije niye mo fa. Lua the same lua le bije sign. In fact, dole bije sign ya jawendele. Lua to. What is normal. Bari, the process from the, the commission of the act, near kujao ni niake, fojanni mansa lua be mutala aye convict, aye condemn, wo process wo different. So, near, for example, coming for near kujao
near Sunyaroke, no, still, even under Jammeh, near Sunyaroke, hand over to the police. The police don't beat you.
But yeah, police will come.
No, the police don't beat you. The only time.
Police will paral ka kuke mola ala drone holong. Mbatu. Near molu, near kuja okay. Alama mebela mola de dembe kambale ka kanon. Near kuja okay. Like for example, let's talk about capital crimes like Mofa. I come fara mo kame mo fa.
Exactly.
Like mo ya alone, for example, mo ya alone ko bininga mo so murola nga fa. Item butela. Ben samba police samba mile to you go through the due process. But near mo tilimbali fa on the Jammeh. Perhaps Jammeh police will kana NIA lebine kamal. Ibe sambala NIA headquarters.
No, from the street, the NIA don't intervene.
I mean, okay.
You are not.
I'm giving you examples. Understand. On the dictatorships, longer you conclude.
Yes.
On the dictatorships, price to pay for crime is very high, and sometimes, in fact, it is not even through the law. Sometimes. Yaya Jammeh na diamuta like atela kumakao.
That's what I'm saying.
Lua bije no. Sometimes I kumol family alongani lua manta. But because he is an autocratic man, he's a man that what he says happens. It
instills fear.
You understand? Barrow cannot do that because it's a democracy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the right. He doesn't have the legal authority to do that. Yaya did not, but he does it anyways.
But as a president, you have the legal rights to communicate to your people occasionally. Like if things happen on the armed robbery.
Now,
okay,
now you're talking about a totally different thing.
This, I'm just speaking on behalf of the street. This is not me. But
because crime
no, it's important.
No, but because and we are losing track of a lot of
memo. So that's why I bring national concerns. It's not only should be around politics, because memo, daily life is not centered on that. but wato dol ning hete mo sifa soto I can take the advantage nga kare bulo kono. So nkada me explain ni wala nyinte ko sometimes the street is saying ko ning kusifal be caring they want the president to come out and speak to the citizens. Ko okay, everything is under control. I'm making sure the security taking care of this, the security is running this and security because alfalum bankoka. So nana la molka kacha wati ni wata ka kumpo le bondi. But jama ko attending jamela difference moment when it comes to that area jameka finti la diamo. Aya foko nimme nyinke mbe nyine kele luwa nyina fo. Nimme nyinke nyine be kele but now under the presidency of Barrow eko atabuka communicate to the citizens. What do you have to say about this?
Okay, so yalo nga kumase dame. Eko crime is higher, is rampant. Yalo nga wala fojang under Barrow. Okay.
That's what the people outside are saying.
Moluka, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, okay, let me longa nyim for puru mol be a kalamuda minimum viewed. Nde probably I will be harder than Yaya Jammeh when it comes to punishment for crime.
That's your personal view.
At personal level, yeah. I am a very tough guy, and probably I'll be much worse when it comes to fighting against crime and criminal activities. Bari, more fanalka situation will handle differently. And I am glad that these discussions are going on. I'm sure there are times when, during festivities, the president will take an opportunity, Christmas, New Year's, Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Fitr, you know, and during a state of the nation's address at the National Assembly budget, you know, all these things, aka Fenkota, he takes an opportunity, Puruka Diamu Mole, and he does mention crime, aning police will be minna, aning yanta minkela. Until I believe Munyenete, President believes in delegation of authority. Near Palazzo di Mola, Abulaya la do kuoke. And Bari, citizens, ateleke, you know, itola abula do kuola. So if this is their view, natumanunko nyinom fendimi alonko, ilafta walla, I am sure he will listen. He has a lot of advisors, mini alonko, they will be listening. People continue speaking. He's a leader that listens. He's very good at listening, and he should improve. Maybe he should improve on that area. I know, and he talks to people. I don't know if that means he should put on a military uniform and be speaking tough like the general.
I don't think he would.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean,
yes.
generally,
yes.
Again, there are a lot of other factors that contribute to security situation. Yeah, the dunya is advancing, and the advancement of technology, so police la capacity, the security apparatus, la capacity should be moving at the same speed. But because Gambia is very constrained financially, we are a very low income country, sometimes, you know, there are a lot of constraints and there are a lot of difficulties because police need a lot, like surveillance. They need a lot of deployment in terms of intelligence, you know, operations on the ground to be able to, you know, like preemptive strikes, to be able to counter, and a lot of community policing. But all of this need a lot of resources because technology be move and the people are devising all kinds of means. Fere jamalu, molka TikTok, sunya rolu, and people learn everything today, and it's moving at a very high speed. But government institutions like the police is not moving at the same speed in terms of resources and perhaps capacity building.
Yes,
so these are things most likely, you know, the trend, they are watching the trend, and you know, most likely
I think the street is saying again once to that, it's not that they don't have the resources, but there are misplaced priorities, because okay, the presidency is building political parties across the countries, like bureaus and all that. I think part of that can be used to at least get the police, like mobility vehicles and all that.
Okay.
What have you to say on that?
Okay. So the presidency, now, you know, in English, when you say presidency now, that is the president as the head of state
Exactly.
and government of the Gambia.
Exactly.
Now, again, neo for Koteke, what you are insinuating and what you are saying is core. President, abe manza kunda kodo le takang,
not coming.
Now,
Mansa
good.
kunda kodo
So that is why that is why I'm trying to, because when you say presidency now, that is President Barrow as the head of state.
That's what
now,
I'm saying.
Nga qualify kafoko.
Yes.
President na partio NPP.
That's what I'm
Adamo
saying.
Barrow is
Now,
the
let's
NPP party.
now in whichever way you will understand. Now let's say President Barrow. The street la question. President Barrow is busy building with his party, like bureaus across the country, whilst the police don't even have mobility.
Okay, what is very simple.
Yes.
It's like Muhammad Mbai, Ndoma Dolong, very nonsensical boy. Muhammad Mbai ya doku oke, aita Range Rover sang. So ndengananko, Muhammad Mbai has bought a Range Rover.
Yes.
The police don't even have a pickup.
Yes.
That is his bloody money, and he's under no obligation whatsoever to buy anything for the police.
So
a political party, just wait, a political party is under no obligation to spend its resources
on the police.
in government,
Okay.
on police. Niake, that is very good. But a political party or kodo, woman ke mansala kodo le nyanda spend na police olka. Minu ka ofo. Nye fansun ko no, ya alone. Coming. Sometimes you tie people because you don't like them. You understand? President Barrow la kodo, wala Gambia NPP la kodo, omu NPP la kodo. Minu ka ofo ye olone. You understand? Problemo be daming. NPP is not the only political party. Me alonka biro soto. NPP is not the only political party. Me a motol soto nyim bankoka. Political party will be jele motol soto jang. Ye biro soto ye motorcycle soto. How many of them have you seen gone to Gambia Police Force to present a single motorbike or bicycle? How many political parties?
I've never seen that.
So is it not for everybody? Police is not for President Barrow and his party. Police will be more beleje. In fact, there are police officers who are supporters of Adama Barrow. There are police officers who are supporters of the other political parties, different from Adama Barrow. I'm not mentioning any political party because I belong to NPP. Yeah. But that is clear to all of us. It's a very small country. You understand? Those that are talking and are not happy with the president for building bureaus across the country for his party should first go and show a good example. Kabirim Bebe Mansakunda, almost all these political parties were in government. All of them were in coalition in 2017. Tell me which political party in government donated a single vehicle to the police. All the political parties in 2017 had MPs, with the exception of, let me qualify this, major political parties, with the exceptions of DOI, Ibe Moto Soto, Ila MP, Febema Moto Soto. All of them have vehicles. Of course, DOI called Manson Kata, 27, Kabiri Halifa ni Sidiana, Remata. But in Indol Bear Soto, Wato NPP didn't even exist.
Alifaning Sidi Alamata.
O doima motota. Ye pick up all the di o wato. President Barrow Lamansa coalition pick up all the di National Assembly member.
I remember.
But there are major political parties. They were leading, members in parliament. They had the majority. Have you seen them donate a single vehicle or motorbike to the police? No. We were all in government. We were all in power. Bile Barrow bije. So what supporters will make a befo? They belong to these political parties, PPP, My Party, Henry Gomez, UDP, all of them. All of them were in government. Ofana botaje. Nata nang kabiring janjang ol keta sign, the new MPs came. How many MPs are in parliament that are not NPP? So many. You have APRC independent. You have APRC Fabakari. You have NPP. You have UDP. You have Ahmad Mbatu. You have Ahmad Ba. You have all these members in parliament. They got Pajeros and Parados worth millions of dollars. How many of them rejected them to say, go bloody sell these things because our security institution is more important than us. They protect us. So alanga nyi motol wafi ngatanga police la pick up sanga resources the police all janning. They've increased their salaries by almost 2 or 3 fold at the National Assembly. Why wouldn't they look at those budgets and say, hey, in fact, anytime they have a sitting, they get paid $20,000 every sitting allowed, whether they sit 3 times, 10 times, 11 times. Why can't they cut some of these spendings and say, oh, police need resources? But they will all point fingers at President Adama Barrow building, you know, structures.
So finally,
that's bad.
Finally,
is it finally? We have not even started now. It's finally. Mohamed yembula kacha furu la mankuma ku kende fa ufaja.
No, but yeah, 1 hour program oti.
So nga 1 hour bad.
Yeah, baba idi amta jalde.
Nte mankuma kende fa ufaja.
Because
there are reasons many alonko wol nyanta tinna NPP ngaje diamu jamal kasia.
No, yala ngenyi ninka otole. Nkoyko. Muna mudalilo ti fo mo fo nyanta ka carte fay NPP 2026.
Yo fole nga start ka diamu itata ni security.
Okay, sign that.
Nonsense. Yala mbakala fiko fo wo veteran.
No, but finally I'll give you that opportunity.
Yes.
Now, Molko health wise NPP failed. Security wise I'll fail. Yeah, development wise, let's say in general, development,
we failed. Okay.
And then President Barrow as a president is not capable to lead this country. What have you to say about it?
Well, you know, yalong again, politiko be nyame yalo leba. Mo be nyakilum finkita, nyakilum be kwere. Ku kilimbe o fole. Banko, ko Gambia. Ata be sotola alafta la nyamen Gambia mu foire bankolti coming adama di ngolam ning adama de ba fala molem min buloma ko be eco development o mantra nyim banko ka yalom problème be dame nin tanga kodo soto na account o kona man sia as an individual nte ba decide lete kodo soto la account o kona man sia ndoma wo mo fulisire Mohamed Bay ay kodo soto la account o kona man sia nyanta mano sanna nyanta bayo sanna nyanta korda fensla nyanta karambo jola nyimbe kodo mimbi jate ama besi ya understand mbe kiline prioritize la nde jite askeno nde bafala ndingo la karamujo wal kumata this time around longa na korda fenso tuje ngadine wala karamujo ite may have a different thing ite amara maybe korda fenso wole bete sutura because atol ya se keno itela miro tete lafta minna imma laf moli la tubanyo ni la fengol sunya Mohamed Bay samena katem football alti football ko na tebe kodo soto la jela tela kodo aba spenna min kunna follow wolam samato o maytandi ko etem mo jawolti o maytandi ko Mohamed mo jawolti o maytandi ko ntem mo jaw bari the same people the same amount of meager resources kodo min bembula mansia different priorities NPP la government believe ta minna ndol ko Gambia bulo me kobe bari min kumata dunia fen beti development wala infrastructure silo ngadada molka diamu molka mo jamal ka kuma furum fo jande Gambia failed. Time is the most important commodity in the world. Ni bota jang turntable oto GNPC bala ikoy bita burfut somanda wala around 4 ibata je bulokta janni kata foy ka futa burfut heights law dula ka tra bulok yalo miasa silo deteta bari bo jang sting kona jang ikoy kata turntable oto pour yatara silo e bulok woto o man fiade
but tukura traffic la di kali wala flyover kodo domol yamadal mo la sama masem
but this those people will say everything.
No, but I don't flyover kodo manta
I don't know. I have no idea.
And Senegambia because
so infrastructure mbatu you cannot compare that to before. You understand? And there are certain times but infrastructurally nying communication ne economy sol fon nyinin kai ba folele ko infrastructure It's an investment. It's a capital investment.
Okay,
Near silo that is silo dama. UN near la femkol jibe near UN target role jibe. Ikave ko provision of primary health care. Mol kamimfo again iben solo ngadi amu domanding. Mol kamimfo jama bal bije mafo Gambia health care perfecta amam perfect. Bari mol si hakilotu wuliya photo anin hasidi ya kumo. Ni taran dolla tubabudu loptani tije dame yalon ko ikaboro dila je o mansia leptano minti yalon ye diagnose ila problemo minti
yalon
ni o long ye safero ke ila insurance ni ma insurance ro ili bulo ila ju fokoneta pharmacie to private pharmacie yeta boro sang Angleterre ko nyinin ka Americanol nyinin ka Canadianol nyinin ka boro da koleata mol ika boro sanning insurance table boro doli bol sotola $500 teso dol kawolke they will cost you $5,000 $6,000 $7,000 laftel la moyde ya famule so nita nata jang Gambia jang boro minka sang UK $5,000 high quality health care ite be sidin tubabudu iko baro wo samba nan Gambia jang I wo wafi Gambiano ya $5,000 boro. I wo di Gambiano. Ada wo Gambiano ka $25 le jo nata ata loptano. That is possible. Ini ala temo possible tal.
No, it's about
so nita ko high
no,
am ibe fanna
bari ko hani paracetamol buka so.
Nko paracetamol
$5,000.
No, you see mol kad mbatu ma fo paracetamol mo 5,000 adu ika 5,000 le pick. But nga price jamal lefo boro be paracetamol ni be diamula paracetamol is out of it. You understand?
Yes.
But those are over the counter fang. Wol man ke fendi bi alon ko you go and prescribe. You don't prescribe paracetamol.
But
those are not
call
I mean they may not be available in the quantity that you want. But again borol ka sang problem jamal lebe caring modol be system o kono minni alon ko sabotage da my beol imanyim banko dingol kanu forget about politics. You understand?
Yes.
Mol ka si ka borol mabo mol ka tay ka bori kurungol sammanang mol ka procurementol ke ka kurial ke ni data Ministry of Health Dr. Ahmad Samat kuol ka ke mini alonko ya remember you remembered on the image Justice Gitteh kabiri AKS wo acute kidney failure kabira keta ya alonko court Ministry of Health ye fenkele ye yamarle pour medical records from RVTH pour ye chika ye samba court but court ye ministry blame e ko minister mang document ol nyim present wo court case be care you know what happened kabirin court ye document o court ye message o ki Ministry of Health yalo no minket molle be Ministry of Health min yalon ko ye singolo letter o ka minister maji sign mbatu tiñarol min kake yaje tiñarol min so wo mol mo sifalati nka nyil fo nte mol to fala ka letter o bona ministry because yalo mem ku jamal fam bu ko fata minister ma permanent secretary lon kata duma mol ka letter ol ta min yalo ko assignment ol min yalo ko nyanta kela ke singolo ikan nka ngani court case ngawla ke as an example Amadou Samate man letter je fo kabirin journalist ol ye message o nyim fo kafo kiti la jojo ko ye message o ye letter o kile to request for the records from the RVTH wo watolem a senior official from the government from the Ministry of Health asingola letter o kan ka Amadou Jele ka undermine molbe mansa kunda minalon ko tiñarol min bebe keri itolle kake ni yake ye mansa kunda tokuya Adama Dingol, we have to change our attitudes. Gambia mo kurun jamal bijang. E ka fo corruption wallahi te alon lente along. ite alon de so mafo NPP is perfect
no
but ni nata
lafta fenne ñinin kala it's a follow up question ya le ba fo kanko modol be system ko na de sabotage la nte si sonno at least 75% walal bari was still model kana blame fanantale ya la nyaton ko kan in which sense e ka folo ko okay baro buka mo bay abuka mo sorong nay hani mo muta corruption la abuka kukije so wala katin nang still model bije men diate ka continue kake what have you to say about it?
Well at personal level I would love him to be a lot tougher on the corruption. But I interview ngamara New Year's end of year interview at the QTV la Aliu. He promised he's going to be tough and walat nanko he's listening because moli adiamu le coming for on the streets moli adiamu they feel ko anyanda nyim falinna la anyanda and he listen wala na kabiri anyininka ako hadim fa badim I will not spare them. And I hope and pray that abe okelal bari generally inte be min fola corruption o problemo Gambia dingolum bele nyanta lola billahi ni tata ye auditing ke at certain health centers, let's say Birkama Health Center. Mben kala alala mienda billahi wallahi tala mbe television olto ja audit report o e modo to foje wonyo UDP ko te kere billahi alladhi la ilaha ghairu ndeni wo kadiyam nkalta mari lo mendia wo kan nengo minning blame o ke barola for that for corruption ala drone alo bara tobe o audit report o ko anyom mo kurunte kering he is one of those mini alon ko e ka connive ka Birkama Health Center la kodo betinya so problème be siari ne doka wura ka fa corruption e ka baro blame wallahi wol ñom mo kurungol te kere sulu ko ning fano keta rek warang su dibo ako warang mo jamala fengala but that is not a justification His Excellency the President should not act tough on corruption because corruption ka mol fale aka mol la hajol tinya aka society nondi aka mansala yes aka mansala tinya that's very true because ni mol ka corruple i ka kodo tala nyote me ka kufuri molke bari kana tourner ka mol ta ke suku mansaka bari of course the buck stops at him Qur'ano kamin fulaning hadisol kullukum ra'in wa kullukum mas'ulun an ra'iyatihi so nimmo moy fenke itami marata kola itel be marde ngala but yes we will try and I'm one of those that advocate for zero tolerance on corruption but Alhaji Mohammed ka foko silo baro man fenke ni tata base walle tata siarar walle tata nyomi ko mole bas silolu
two more important questions, and I want you to answer them by 5 minutes. But they are very important.
5 minutes is too much to answer a question. But yes.
Okay, okay. Free because or 3 minutes, no problem. Now, $100 million you always spend on independence. At personal level, does he want it?
$100 million.
That was the budget for the independence.
If I am able to. If I'm able to, if that 100%, if that 100 million is justified, like if it is justified, yeah, spend minka. Why not?
Then it's okay by you.
I mean, bro, 100 million. That is a little over $1 million.
Yes.
Kodi?
So for you, that's not money.
No, it's money. Marva is not money. Fansoto, Gambia la fansoto, Sanji Taworo fansoto.
I was saying fansoto molbel plan parasamol table. And you are celebrating. You are not only celebrating.
No, listen. Kabirin Sada be Silver Jubilee celebrate la. Loptana jalla be Bangkok compared to today. Kana fengen. No. I am you have to compare.
Okay, Loptana jalla be
I'm asking you.
No,
at least
I don't know.
way less than the Loptanos now.
We're well equipped.
No, that's not true.
It's not true.
Hospitals are better equipped
was
today.
not equipped.
Oh,
Bansang was not equipped.
Come Come on.
According to people on the borough, the RVTH, let's say Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, it's like a death sentence. It's like a trap.
Well, as far as oppositions can say that.
Not opposition.
I know.
Do you object that?
But you know, I don't just say yes or no.
Gambia
to blanket.
for this.
No, Gambia that's not true. It's a death trap. It's a death trap.
Yeah, especially for pregnant women.
Look, woman ke Tonyati. Nte manso wala kafo is a death trap. Mol ka banjele. Ye statistics dealer. Moja leka wulu banju loptanoto. Ika sei Cairo kono. Ani moja leka faje. Janning ika wuli ya foye. Subhanallah khalaqasam. How can that happen in this world?
Yeah, we call it.
How many people go to Banjul Hospital a day to give birth? Molko musukonoma minka fawoto wala siara minka wulu Cairo kono say. Alay moment left a sign please. Ta RVTH ninyim programo banda. Alim mako e journalist olu. Ta RVTH ni moli ya fayofo. Ndeko wonyo wuli ate kering. Ko mo minka fa musukonoma minka fati ngodo wala siara minka wulu Cairo kono. He said that what a Tonyaa. We know there is maternal mortality.
As a young mind and very intelligent person, $100 million is still $100 million is calling for an independence that doesn't worth it, according to many. What are you celebrating? 60 years of independence.
Okay.
Now I'm coming.
But in fact, India mutajana nga start le imang bula. Isa
ka bula bari ka tu chamun chalas.
Ani itela kan chamun chalas. Ning comment na question o answer le do dundi.
No, because ning yen ka tariya confused lale. But to make it easy.
But Mohammed why?
No, to make it easy for Ila Moina. Yeah, on 60 years of independence, spending $100 million is celebrating that. Molko, if you spend that $100 million on RVTH or Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital alone, a development jolle dundije and infant soto jolle fang bokono. More la comparison. Ning atar like a young man like you, young mind like you. Would you rather do that or you just go and do enjoyment as an enjoyment party?
Nte la miroto. Francis Small Teaching Hospital is an important hospital, and government, as far as I know, allocated more than 100 million to uplift the face of that place. They bought brand new machines and they have improved the service delivery. They improved the service delivery. Do we need a lot more improvement? Yes. But as far as I am concerned, celebrating the 60th anniversary is worth it. 100 million, it has to be justified. Malo ya spend munne kam. Bari nte kam min folom nyindi ko. Minno kanyum fo mbatu ngapare. Okay. Mbatu ngapare. Silver Jubilee keta onda Sa Dawda le. Kabira be kela. Loptanol ni silo min bijaw da sila kendo min be nyim banko kan kabiri Sa Dawda bo celebrate la. Altare courtol kamana how much money was spent on Silver Jubilee because there were so many heads of states. Minunat. Wo dala so in those days in 1991 or 1990, Allah samana alia combat to now. And in Sila Jallabe Nyimbanko Kang, Karambung University Jallabe Nyimbanko Kang as of 1991, radio station Jallabe Nyimbanko Kang. How many high schools? How was access to health in this country? Banko Silol Benyadi Kata Loptanoldo, Anin Kata Karambungolta, Anin Kata electricity zone. How much of that was here? We celebrated Kana Fan Soto Itand. Yaya Jammeh celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Gambia. That is the Golden Jubilee. Now, Golden Jubilee, how much money was spent? You have more schools today than you have on the Jammeh. You have more roads constructed today than you had on the Jammeh. You have more hospitals constructed today. Na kanang kundu because you can okay. You understand? Okay. But Yaya Jammeh celebrated. And we are all happy because Gambia la fan soto. Yalo sometimes kana jatul the important soul mix. No. So why can't we celebrate control we are independent? Kunung molde ka fontol albe salla ni wati karle albe salla salfanale alte salla ita nyanta falale ita nyanta balulal it doesn't matter fo loi soso fo ni loi be ker fo loi bunya fo ma bunya tubabo li joyandi yenna alfal samba ita ko kawo fansoto kawo jura ndol manya no fenkela bi political party ol ka I believe we should celebrate it.
Okay.
Eka 100 million or minfo. Molka, you are picking it at 100 million. Those that are telling you 100 million na nyininka. Ali jining alanga foi. How much have you spent on, let's say, food? How much have you spent on security?
Yes.
How much have you spent on security military?
Right.
How much have you spent on equipment? I will someone and for whether I like it or not. Blanket accusation 100 million.
Moving forward, I accept all that, no problem. But
okay,
for
last
me,
question and we are done.
Yeah, last question. But for me, I'll just add this there. As a young man.
You don't have an opinion here. You are a journalist.
Okay. All right. No problem.
Ask me, I answer.
Okay.
And you leave that opinion to
But
to
it's
the
not an
viewers.
opinion. I just want to make a point.
It's an opinion.
I just
Ila opinionable for her. So can you sabandija? Moli e mimfo ko moli e mimfo ise ofo.
Okay.
But ni e fa uta samana rek you are not a journalist.
Okay, then say no problem. But mole kudo fanam for. Okay, let's move to the last question. That was great. And then ngamo ifana iko alniya jame dilo soto foka pare.
Mo kalamuta. Adung ndenga min kalamuta. Niko alni yaja me dilo soto ibe mansa kundala mabang.
Mansa kunda jambola ma.
Bari follow well mantra mansa kunda bari na mansa kundala. Follow ndenga min long. The Honorable Minister of Justice, Afinte Lako, they are now putting everything in place to prosecute Yajam. Kodi? They are securing funding. They are now appointing judges. Dauda Jallo yofo. Mol kana fo ko ni Yajame fenko ni Yajame dilo ke Cameroonina. Well, I don't know where that is coming from. And I believe what Dauda Jallo said, because Dauda is government's advisor and he's the spokesman when it comes to health, justice. So I follow the people to ko. They are very close to setting up a tribunal.
Is Talib a threat to Barrow's presidency? 2026
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Follow. I doubt if Talib will come up.
But what if he comes?
I doubt that will happen.
What if he comes?
I doubt he will come.
What if he comes?
I doubt it.
Okay, then we'll leave it at that. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching Tonyaa Kesso, and that's all we have for you. Thank you, Gamgo, for supporting this program, Tonyaa Kesso. Thank you to my manager, Mohammed Bai, and the team. We are proud of you, Mansour and the team, and thank you for this beautiful production. God bless you. Seaview Hotel, thank you for supporting and sponsoring Tonyaa Kesso. Sponsors are invited from henceforth in Ramadan. It will be from 10 to 11. And it's a bye from me, your host, Mohammed.
Gambo comes from a sense of patriotism and also wanting to see this country, this beautiful country, on the global stage, competing and also collaborating with the rest of the world.
Koma mandinkol ko niamoy kamoto lati e salon dindi ngono bar furduk wo mu kebalti season 2 of Tonyaa Kesso execute luntan sifa belbe tarlale nyim banta ba nyim bembato ka fo me Tonyaa Kesso Alhaji Muhammad aya teda men jela kadiya sponsored by Seaview Hotel bar jomal ba ko ma pour ka sembentuya wolom gangoti Gambia bele dabe nyim programme ote aw mutamfe nga mutefe nga nyoya nyola season 2 of Tonyaa Kesso execute ni nambe dula le mealon ka foka nene man soto nyim banko ka ni nyim programme o ye dang anin saya le kanyante Tonyaa Kesso adabe mutala lunjomalla on this 8th of February from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. akana mo dang katum naye dang wallahi be kala lakira fure wolti to nimisoni moneo gam gola ba koma mandin kol ko niamo e kamoto lati e salon dindingo do bar furduk wo mu kebalti season 2 of Tonyaa Kesso execute luntan sifa belbe tarlale nyim banta ba nyim bembato ka fo me Tonyaa Kesso Alhaji Muhammad aya teda men jela kadiya sponsored by Seaview Hotel bar jomal ba ko ma pour ka sembentuya wolom gangoti Gambia bele dabe nyim programme ote mutamfe nga mutefe nga nyoya nyola season 2 of Tonyaa Kesso execute ni nambe dula le mealon ka foka nene man soto nyim banko ka ni nyim programme o ye dang anin saya le kanyante Tonyaa Kesso